I'm really tired of is I'm really tired about everybody think they have the right to have their mouth on me. Whoa, talk about me, all this different stuff. I don't get to sleep. I barely get to sleep. What about my hopes and what about my dreams? What about one of the things I want to do with my life? And I'm pissed because I find out 9 times out of 10, nobody, I'm like, everybody broke ass mouth for me from every celebrity, prince, whatever. But nobody knocked on my door and tried to help me. It's been 13 years. This is not no this is not no playing game through the pandemic, through disease, everything. Depression, recession, everything. These people stand on my legs trying to crack my legs and my back. And everybody act like it's just some question and answer show. I don't give a fuck about your questions. I don't give a fuck about your answers until you can sit up here and say that now that I'm electronically tortured. It ain't no question and answer session. That's a fucking coward. All those questions and answers about sex. He questions you and answer you, make up questions about his own insecurity and yours. He ain't trying to be, oh, I want to hear this. I don't need to hear no, this is not a game show, honey. This is not a, oh, I want determine your life, honey. This ain't no, oh, I want to answer stuff about sex. I want to answer stuff about my life, what I had to give. I don't give a shit. I'm not a celebrity that get paid millions of dollars to do this. I am I get 1,200. I only have $12,000 a year. That's all I get. Ain't nobody black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, nobody, whatever, black or white, come to my door and say, sister, can I help you? Either you all of you within the U.S., out of the U.S., you all make it your mission to drive me crazy. Don't you think that's sadistic? Don't you think that Satan's in the middle, in the midst of that? And you all just continually bombard and hurt me. And people are ready to kill me and stick me in hell. He is trying. He still. I was last night. He stood on my back the whole on top of me all night. Do you know what it feels like to have somebody walking across you or standing in your neck or raping you? Well, have you ever seen they made it so weird that I would never have a child. I would never see my own child. Do you know how hurtful that is? Disgraceful that is? My sister died behind this. I'm afraid they killed her because when she had her, she had her own blood clot. They didn't try to help her because they passed judgment before they could help her, and they let her die just on that table. You never thought about that. You all are too busy to watch everything to think about the cruelty. I deserve to have children just like you are. Don't you wish I would have seen my girl's face or my child's face and my face looking back? So now I want to be the type of that nobody gets to throw them away. Nobody gets to call them names, not call them trash. I want to be that mother bricks and stone that they love their child, that they keep and raise their child, that they love on them and tell them that they are precious. I'm tired of this empty garbage dream. I'm tired of this ghetto mentality. I'm tired of thinking, but people thinking that our colonists think that we don't have dreams. We don't have hopes for our children. We don't want to have children that we want to raise as the best ever, or to raise through black excellence. I'm so tired of you people. You all are trying to put your mouth on something and say something, but you never are trying to listen and help. This is not a gay. He tries to say bad things about me using propaganda, and then he try to say good things because he wants you to keep hearing and make himself the good guy. He's not. If you all knew the pain and destruction that he has in his hands and his fingertips and all these signals, whatever. If you ever knew one iota of, I don't care if you're black or white, you would shut your motherfucking mouth. I'm so sick and tired of all these people acting like this is a talk and answer question show. It's not. It's how much pain he can heap on you until you crack, till your bones crack, until you bleed to death, and to see dismantle all of your memory. You have nothing. You don't even barely know who you are. You think my family have pains because of that? They scared. They running in corners like cowards, and they are put under the judgment too. But they don't care because they don't want any part of it. I remember when first I hadn't talked to my cousin in 13 years, and I knew exactly what she said. I don't sure know how this happened, Sherry. That's what she said. But all it looks like to me is pain. She said she wouldn't care if they got you jumping, hump, what. She said as long as I can get away from their pain, because what they do to you, Sherry, it looks like pain. You bleed when they say so. These people can make me bleed to death, sit on my chest. I'm barely breathing correctly because they sit on my chest. And my spine, it all, how about that somebody standing on you all 12 hours for sleeping, and your body can barely circulate correctly. Your circulation can be compromised for anything they do. And they try to use everybody. It's like an algorithm. It's an algorithm of self-consciousness, of self-hate, of racism, sexism, everything they can use, and throw at the herd to keep them under control. Your self-esteem and how that is a process of controlling you as well. Your racism or your biases are a process of controlling you as well too. So before you all open your mouth up and talk about me, why don't you try yourself to walk 5 minutes in our shoes, an hour in your shoes? You wouldn't be man enough or woman enough to do that, because that takes too much courage. So if you can't help me and all you're doing is hindering me, keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. I don't give a shit what you think about me, but nobody deserves to suffer like I suffer. I have to fight people off, invisible people off, or electronically torture off, and I have to fight when I go in the community. People have seen because I'm powerless, they think they have a right to shit on me. Have you ever had somebody walk into the room and everybody's there and they feel like they have a right to shit on you? They pull you aside, pull their pants down, ejaculate and shit on you. And you have nobody help, but everybody's laughing and laughing. You go to call the police come and laugh and joke with them. Oh, and just before they shoot you. So before you try to roll up on me and pretend like you know what it's like or whatever, would you put some respect on my name and try? Like, go ask. I bet you won't go up to Camilla's ass or go to the president's ass and ask the truth. Why do you sit there and watch that electronic torture person? Why do you let that target individual? You know that black woman is in hurt and is in pain, and let them hear it tell you because she was disposable, because she was a nigger, because she didn't have anything, she was poor. And another thing is that they use your own biases against you. Oh, then Camilla, then the whole presidency get to throw it all back at you and say, I mean, didn't you all watch it? Didn't you see how cruel it is? But you never called the police for. You never wrote your politician for. You said you could have marched through the streets tearing it up for what was being done to me. But you didn't do that. You just sat back and laughed because they told you to. Fuck y'all. Fuck America. I hope it burns. I hope the tide that come and swallow you all guys whole. But me too, Lord. Me too. Forgive me for my sins, Lord. But I can't pray for them. But what I can do is ask God to help them. All I can do is ask God be with them. And like in turn. But you see, but let me ask you questions. But everything that you did to me, have you not known that God is still in it? Have you not known that when all this was going, disease, pandemic, everything, ever since we've been going through disease, pandemic. It has hit hard the places I wanted to work, but nobody wanted to hire me. Now nurses are dying out. It has hit hard. It has hit businesses hard, hit the presidency hard, hit everything, but they still won't take me down and help me. Now the earth is burning and the tide is coming. They still won't stop electron torture to allow me to run free for myself. Amen. Because they will admit to some level that they were wrong and what they knew about what was happening. See, because America don't care about being wrong. It needs plausible deniability. So they can pretend and deny it, all the stuff is not happening. but it is truly happening. But you see how God works. Can you breathe? Or can you now hear the word of what's a disease that lacks a lung tissue? How are you all breathing now? How do your bank accounts? Have you been hit and made poor? How, have you been praying enough? How much can you see how God works? Amen. Everything you done, I'm telling everything you done and you watched me, God is ready to God is ready to unfold his plan. And even I know said even if God slew me, God gonna make it right. Amen. Ain't nothing gonna happen and that God ain't in control of. The devil may mock me now, but God is gonna see me victorious. God said, I will restore to you all the years the locust and the cankerworm and the cassava worm. He may have stole your womb, but God may have something better for me. I really wanted to have my own child. Because I wanted to finally see. I wanted to break the yoke that my family had forged. For 3 year generation, I wanted to break the yoke, but see, nobody heard that. Nobody heard our own pains. All you knew was that you could that share with somebody you could shit on, because the government told you could shit on. Does it sound familiar about what they do to you? But government says you could shit on them. Local government says you could shit on. Yeah, police said you could shit on them. Sheriff too. Everybody just stuff that they can shit on me because I'm the person that nobody protects, nobody takes up for. But you see, like I said, like I read, I said that God is coming. In his second round, I said, no one will help me. I know no one will help me on the road. They spit on me, they shit on me. Amen. Amen. But yet, how's your finances? Are you breathing well? Amen. Is God strike you in the area that he stricken me? I want you, before you even put your mouth and talk about me, I want you to think that shows you that all the things that God has manifested since I have been, since the last 30 years since I've been under this chokehold on this collar. But then then after that you pray. You pray that God is a good God. And maybe he don't get us all everything we deserve. But I know, thankfully, there is a tide coming that we cannot stop. There's a tide coming because America and because all the countries on this rock did not respect the ecosystem, did not respect anything. You respected a dollar, a piece of paper over a living organ, a living body, or a living ecosystem. You were supposed to keep the land instead of destroy it, and because you did, we are in a whole mess of hurt because of that. What I want to say to you last is that I wish God for each and every one of you. I can't pray for you. I can't say you my best friend. I can't, but I wish God for each and every one of you.